today we are learning if statements. Yay! Hello, here we are. Today we are going over if statements, the syntaxes, the logic, the most important things about them. And we've got very fairly simple stuff here. So if statements is pretty simple. It's the logic of one is like if something is true or false, then do something. So as we have here, if x is greater than 1, then print x is greater than 1. But if it's false, it does nothing. And so let's see here. Let's type in a number like 42. X is greater than 1 here. Okay. And so as you can see, it'll print x is greater than 1. But let's go and do negative 42. There we go. Doesn't print anything. Now we go into the next part, which is the syntax of it, which is quite important. See, it's if x is if variable, so that can be anything. In this instance, it's x is this can be all sorts of things too. It can be like greater than, or equal to, so that you could do a string. You could have equal to string, right? You could do that too. But let's say x is greater than y, then you print, and then you have your second variable, which is the other thing. So in this instance, it's x is greater than y, print the result. And it doesn't have to be print, it's just, I put that there because it's the easiest example. You could make a big equation or whatever. So let's come over here and test it out. So let's do x has to be greater than y. So let's make x 1, and let's make y 0. And then boom. Ignore these two parts, but it will print the result right as here, as you can see. Now we come into else statements, which are a bit trickier, but basically the same. It's follows the same logic as in an if statement, but it's all it is you have here is an else, nothing else, and then you got to remember to put these on the if statements. I don't know if I should that. But then you do else, and then you can like print the other result. And like I said, as before, it doesn't have to be print. So let's see here. If x is greater than y, I don't. If x is greater than y, then it will print. Here, let me just. Loop. Okay, so if x is greater than y, let's see here. X is gonna be 3, and if y is gonna be 2, it'll print out these tests. Ignore those again. However, if x is 0 and y is 2, it'll print out not test. Okay, and finally, last but not least, we have ifs and ellis statements. Ifs, else, and ellis. So let's try this out. Okay. So if x is greater than y, print result. Now what you got to do is elif is else stands for else if, and it's the same exact thing as an if statement, but you just have to put in. I guess you can put in the same, but like you probably put in something else, and then you can print something anything. So I do print result in other result as well, and then else is just the same as other else, and it's print other result. So let's see here. If y, you have to put them both as one. It will print test and not test. Here, let me just get rid of. See, as you can see, and since x is also not right here, it will print not test again. Now let's try 2 and 1. There will only print test because it only accesses the result. Oops, frick. And finally, let's do if like 42, 2. All that will do is it will print it will print test 2, but let's do like 0, negative 500. That will print other result. anyways, that is ifs. Pretty simple and pretty fairly fun. So there you go.